Good morning, Tarek. Nice to see you. Good morning, viewers from our XM Live Advanced Room session, and good morning, YouTube viewers just joining. How are you doing, Tarek? Nice to see you. Let's talk about
Oh,
markets, and
hello,
there were
hello.
some political developments in Japan, in France as well. In France, the prime minister resigned, and this is the shortest time that the prime minister enjoyed his office, 1 month only. And we got the similar situation some months ago in France, and
Yeah,
French
yeah,
index was down 2% on that. And in Japan, opposite story, 5% up for Nikkei to the 5. How are you doing,
yeah.
Darek?
Hello, hello. Nice to see you on this very crazy Monday. Well, I must say that this what happened during the night with Japanese yen. It totally surprised me. I had some losses due to that. Absolutely crazy gaps, and they even don't show us that they want to close the gaps. They are still pulling higher. So yeah, it's something absolutely unexpected for me. That's what I can say about it. But I had a scalping session a moment ago. I just finished it, and I said that before I don't see some good signals from Bank of Japan, before they don't say that they are independent from the government, then as long as I don't hear this, I don't want to touch yen at the moment because it's absolutely unpredictable instrument. You know, it's if it's reacting so strongly on the new prime minister, it can also react in opposite way when the Bank of Japan will say something positive for yen. I don't know if they will be manipulating with the exchange, or maybe if they will make an intervention. I don't think so, but they can say something that the market will make a big move. So generally, very interesting what's
So, new
happening
leader
there.
of the ruling party, first woman as a leader of the party. She's supportive of easy fiscal and monetary policy.
That's
And
why it
stock
went so
market
up.
goes up, yen gets weaker. In the bond market, short-term bond yields go down, and longer-term bond yields go up. This is the imminent reaction. Uh, so possible improvement of economy. That's why there are some voices that wouldn't look into yen diminishing in value for the long term. This is, might be also a short-term market reaction. But as you see that euro right now continues weaker, in part probably this French the development of prime minister resigning prematurely, it's maybe weighing on euro, and weaker euro means stronger dollar. It doesn't help yen, right?
Mhm.
So not only that the yen is weaker because of the to the yen is not only um, decreasing because of that. By the way, I already greeted the YouTube viewers, guys. If you're joining right now, big hello to everybody who's joining. And
Hello, hello.
in advanced room, guys, regularly. So we continue the session. Started with those developments in France and Japan, right? And you see euro right now going down a bit, right? Even if we didn't have the French domestic development, political development, euro still, that would be normal behavior, right? But maybe this is short-term sentiment for the weaker euro, and that doesn't help yen. So yen, which was down after the weekend because of that new leader, it's into free I mean, not free, but easy fiscal, easy monetary policies, so easy money. Yen is losing on that with expectation of the short-term inflation going up maybe and no interest rate increases. And it's not improving right now. The yen is not improving because we got the euro falling, right? So the stronger dollar also influencing yen. GBP USD also opening with the gap lower and now holding the level. So you see that the US dollar index, maybe we check the US dollar index, is probably gaining a little bit. Definitely it should gain when all major currencies are Yeah, and we see this is opening up higher on US dollar index and it's continuing up. Right now it's up 0.7%, right? On daily, looks like, who knows, maybe we have something like the short-term reversal in US dollar, right? Uh, Implications. I think Euro Japanese yen might be by the dip, and maybe yen would be losing more than euro in this environment. So we have the technical level, let's say here, close to 173.80. That might be by the dip. Because right now you see that Euro Japanese yen and generally Japanese yen crosses, they reach the very strong resistance, right? And this resistance became support. And now probably they're going to try to find out, is this going to be really support, right? Is this going to be very bad for yen for upcoming months because of that new leader was elected? There are good things about that because this means more growth in economy. So yen actually might be not losing that much, I think. But at the
Yes,
short, yeah,
yeah. I just wonder. We hear not a word from the Bank of Japan. They are, let's say, muted. Usually, if the Prime Minister says that she would like to take a closer look to the Bank of Japan monetary policy, is it adequate to what she wants? Uh, and Bank of Japan didn't respond at all. So I'm waiting for a response from Bank of Japan. If they say something that they are independent, that they will have their own policy, nobody can change their idea, then yen might get stronger. But at the moment, we see there's not much. Yen is not getting stronger. It's still pushing higher and higher. I mean, the dollar yen is pushing higher. So, very interesting situation. And all this what's happening is due to words. It's due to news. It has nothing to do with the economy at the moment because we didn't have any new decisions from Bank of Japan. We didn't have any new data showing that something is wrong or bad
yeah, there's
or good.
expectation of new policies being released by the ruling party with a leader pushing the agenda of easy monetary policy, easy fiscal policy. But
Yeah.
monetary policy is up to the Bank of Japan, right? So Bank of Japan is independent. And we can read here through this commentary here that the Takaichi is in a supportive of easy fiscal and monetary policy, right? But the monetary policy is up to the Bank of Japan, not to the leader of a ruling party, right? So this is a big question mark. Okay, what's gonna be? She can be supportive, right? But Trump is also supportive of the easy monetary policy, but it's not happening. So the fiscal policy here, what matters. So are they going to introduce something that would really change the Japanese economy? And if they, let's say, make lots of those fiscal projects, right? It means more money being printed, more debt. It means weaker yen in short term, but eventually maybe that investment would pay out and yen got stronger. So I would say that this monetary policy really it's up to Bank of Japan decide. Uh, So the new leader of the party is supportive of easy fiscal policy, and the fact that it's supportive of monetary policy might not be actually mattering here. Uh, and still, those new policies have to be released and have to have impact on economy, right? So we'll see. Technically speaking and sentiment-wise, I think that Euro-Japanese yen, uh, which broke from that consolidation, now if there is a pullback, I expect that we might have a continuation, or at least it might be a nice bet for anticipated break higher here on a sustained basis, if it's going to happen. So that's why Euro-Japanese yen might be actually uh, buy the dip, which is safer than I think that trading US dollar Japanese yen.
Well,
Because
I
we know,
generally, definitely, I am now more focused on euro pairs because I feel that this information from France is very important. It is something which have bigger impact on the economy than those news from Japan because the things are not happening. And here in France, we see already that the new prime minister after 1 month is without work. And France is the biggest one of the biggest economies in Europe, just second, I think, after Germany. So anything going wrong there has impact on the whole euro area. And I'll show you what instruments I believe are worth trading at the moment, instead of hoping that the yen will do something. Okay. Uh, this is the French. Yeah, the French also went down the index. Yeah.
Yeah, the idea today is that if there is a pullback in French index back into 8K, we might be looking into selling that and see what's going to be maybe in the short term. They're going to lose a little bit more. Why? Because this is just how much? It's 4% off the historical high. And when we look at the recent sizes of those corrections, look, if this is really fundamentally game changer in the short term, why not have a correction of, let's say, 10%? Right? And I think it might be safe, and also to short the French index in the view of that sentiment. And also, we didn't see correction in U.S. markets for some time. And if the U.S. correction comes, then probably we'll be driving European markets down together with it, right? So we didn't have any correction. Last correction was just 3 days, not very deep correction. Market is still up, S&P 500 new historical highs. And today, French index is down on that release. Is it going to recover? Maybe recover, but if U.S. equities start to fall, that might be that actually after nice retracement, 50% would be just 8K, right? So 8K on or 827 on French index, that might be maybe a moment to look into that possible short on the index. That's why I set alert here, 7,990. And if there will be sign of the weakness in the short-term time frames, maybe they will be short and addressing the 7,910 again, and maybe break lower.
Yeah, I will. I'm not so. I'm not a fan of trading stocks because I don't understand the way the index is moving. It's so difficult to predict. I am more focused on currencies, and I'll show you what I mean. That we should maybe change our focus to European currencies, European pairs. Let me change the screen for a moment. Okay. So I'm shorting EuroCAD already from early morning. I closed 40 pips, and I think my next target is here. And I feel that this demand zone might be a problem to break it, but the dynamic, the way they are falling, is really absolutely wonderful. And this all what you mentioned at the very beginning, it started happening when we saw the informations from France that the new prime minister is giving up. This was the moment. And I think that there are no other good news which could make the euro stronger. So I think that we can expect another leg down. And in this case, EuroCAD is a good choice. This dynamics is really very, very strong. I also started selling Euro Kiwi. At the moment, it's slightly on minus, but the reason was that, I'm using MACD as an indicator. So in this case, I found that this is the moment to enter a short, because if I want to trade, I want to trade with the trend. And that's my idea. Trend is down. So I join it, opening a sell when MACD goes bearish on the 5 minutes. Of course, we can expect some pullback, but in short term, but generally, in my opinion, direction is here. MACD on the daily is very regularly falling, and I feel that another leg down very possible. This area is at the moment, in my opinion, a possible target. Of course, it can take days and days. We have also the Reserve Bank of New Zealand interest rate decision this week. I don't know how what kind of impact it will have on New Zealand dollar, positive or negative, because they plan to cut from 3 to 2.5.
Yeah.
So
Actually, they can be cutting 25 or 50 basis points, and this is the question, of course, how big the cow is. 50-50 right now.
yeah, and
Voices are
yeah.
divided. And there was a very weak release on GDP. This was 18th of September, just one day after the Fed, and this was the very bearish candle on USD NZD. I mean NZD USD. So NZD lost to USD significantly, and actually the negative sentiment for New Zealand dollar prevailed.